Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning, Nana. Sorry for the delay. Due to some power issues, we are unable to connect the class. It has been delayed for half an hour, but it's okay. Let's take the class from 10:30 to 11, okay? Okay. Let's wait for a couple of minutes that your friends may get join, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All have to read the message and they have to join. Now, let's wait for only a couple of minutes. I hope you completed yesterday's topic, children. I gave you the definitions to write agriculture and crop. Hitendra, very good. We are in time to class. Where is your book, Hitu? Good, Sai, good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Pavan Kumar, where are your notes? Simply sitting. Hitu? Okay, children, today the class was already delayed. Without any delay, let's start our class. Yesterday we completed till this table format, right? Yesterday we completed till this table format.
Ma'am,
We told that.
back
Yes.
page.
You want to see back page?
Yes, ma'am.
Why so? Yesterday I sent you, no? I sent you the definitions also.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Last types of crops I didn't write, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, just make a note fast.
Yes, ma'am.
It's okay, Sai. I'll keep a notes for you. I'm keeping running notes for you. I'm keeping running notes for you. Keep your phones mute, children. If you want anything to ask me, you can text me, okay? If you want anything, ask me, you can text me, children. Okay. Without any delay, let's go for the next phase, children. Once just have a view. Today the class is in a limited time as there is a power cut, power issue here. I have to go for the next. So yesterday we discussed for any crop or a plant growth, the climatic conditions plays a major role. Here you can see three parameters based on a crop. What crop we have to select? We have to see based on these three parameters: season, soil and water. Based on these three only, we have to choose the crop which we want to grow. Okay, in the winter seasons, if it is soily, if the land is soily with less content of water, you can grow wheat, mustard and gram. And coming to the point of summer, in a sandy soil with less water, you can grow jowar, bajra and maize. And with a wet clay soil, needs a very lot of water, you can grow the rice. Because based upon the seasons, kinds of soil and water, we have to select the crop which we can grow. Which we can grow based upon the three reasons, children: seasons, soil and water. These are the three parameters we have to follow to grow a crop. If you want to grow a rice crop in a winter season, can you grow, children? Of course, the plant will germinate, but it won't grow. It won't sustain to give us rice or paddy, because these under these three conditions only rice will grow. Like it needs lots of water, it needs sun. Hitendra, what's happening? It needs sunlight, it needs a wet clay. On sandy soil also, the rice crop can't grow. So these are the parameters followed for each and every crop. Similarly, see, crops that are grown in winter season are called Rabi crops. Crops that are according to the seasons, children. Winter crops is called as Rabi crop. R-A-B-I, Rabi crop. And coming to these crops grown from where the winter season from? November to April. November to April crops are called as Rabi crops, and these are also called as winter crops. For example, wheat, legumes. Legumes is nothing but grams. Okay, children? These are winter crops, and these are grown from November to April. Legumes are nothing but, children, what we can say means pulses or cereals. Pappu dhanyalu will say, no? Those grams. Grams are called as legumes here. And coming to the summer crops. Summer crops are called as kharif crops. Kharif crops. These crops are grown from June to October. Ravi, Farid and Deepika, please turn on your videos. And kharif crops. Winter crops are called as Rabi crops. Summer crops are called as kharif crops. And winter crops grow from November to April. Kharif crops grown from June to October. Example of kharif crops are rice and maize. You can write this jowar, bajra, maize and rice are the examples of summer crops. Okay, children. So let's come to the different stages of agriculture. Agriculture is just not one thing, children. When we sow seeds, they will only by themselves, they'll come without any pouring of water, without anything. They can't come. We have to show our effort. We have to keep our effort there. A farmer, how hard he works to bring grains. So we have to always respect a farmer, children, because by his work only we are eating the food, whatever it might be, not only the rice, whatever the clothes which we wear. Due to the cotton farmer, he farmed and he grow cotton. That's why we are getting the cotton and we are wearing the clothes. Not our clothing, essential needs, food, everything should be depend upon a farmer. He works so hard for a day to fulfill our needs. Okay, here we can see some different stages of a farming, children. First one, plowing. First one, plowing. The field is plowed. That is, soil is loosened using plow to let air get into the soil and to remove stones, pebbles, etc. from the seeds are sown. See, children, sowing. Sowing is nothing but in your language, dunnatam will say. Dunnutaru kada. So that is called a plowing. Kaja Farid, where are you looking at? Plowing the land. See, the tractor will plow it. In our Telugu language, will say polam dunnatunnaru. Dunnatam is nothing but plowing, children. Why this process is done? For everything, there will be a reason. For everything, there will be a reason, children. Why they'll do plowing? Means, we told, for the preparation of a food for a plant needs air also. Yes, no? If we completely dipped the seed in the water, what it will get? It will get rotten. Means it will get spoiled. So for the purpose of air and whether to remove these excess stones and pebbles while they are walking the farm, they may damage. At the time, seeds also will get damaged if there is a rock which is not allowing the seed to germinate. So that's why they remove all the stones and pebbles, and to the free flow of air into the soil, they will plow it. After completion of a plow, enrichment of soil. Enrichment of the soil is the second stage, children. Manure, a cow dung, and a fertilizer, urea, superphosphate, ammonium sulfate, and nitrate are added to enrich the soil. These are all the things we add. Manure and fertilizer. Manure is nothing but a cow dung. Cow dung acts as a very good manure, children, rather than to come to the artificial or pesticides or whatever it might be. The cow dung is a basic thing which gives a lots of nutrients to the soil. And fertilizers. Fertilizers, you can just say manure and fertilizers are added to enrich the soil. Coming to fertilizers, what are fertilizers? What fertilizers are used? To strengthen the soil, because the soil gets weak when we grow crop on crop, again one crop after another crop. What will get all the nutrients in the soil is absorbed by one crop. It is okay. After completion of that, we'll go for a second cropping. What will there? Nothing will be there in the soil because the first crop has taken all the nutrients required by it. Okay. So that's why for every crop they will add manure and fertilizers to make the soil get nutrient. The third step involves sowing. Healthy seeds are sown. Sufficient space are left in between the seeds so that they can get warmth, air and water as required by them to grow. Here, children, you have to observe one thing. In the past, when we told that dispersal of seed, why dispersal of seed takes place means if all the seeds are thrown at one place, no seed will get enough water, sunlight and air, because they have to fight for it, right? For example, if a lot of people are there, for your understanding, I'm just telling you, children, if there are 100 people and I kept only 10 pieces of apple, 10 apple pieces, what they'll do? They'll share, they'll fight for us. Who have to get that pieces? So for that purpose, the plants should have enough space to get enough water, sunlight and air. Harini is still in a sleepy mode. So the seed have to get, please turn on your videos, children. I told you already. Harini, Ravi, Deepika. So that's why we sow the different only particular seed at a particular distance. We'll maintain equal distance for every seed, because every seed must have equal amount of water, sufficient amount, not equal, children, sufficient amount of water, air and warmth is nothing but sunlight. So this is the third process, sowing. Coming to the last, irrigation. Irrigation, children. The crops are irrigated. That is, water is supplied to the fields through pipes and channels so that crops get sufficient water for growth. Irrigation is nothing but keeping water for the crop. Whatever the crop we have, whatever the seeds we sow for that seeds, for that crop, giving or supplying the water in a sufficient amount. It may be through pipelines, it may be through canals, whatever it may be, bores. So whatever it might be, the supplying of water through the crop for the seed to get grow is called irrigation. See children, here you can see the meaning of legumes. In here we saw no legumes, the word legumes. So there is a meaning here. Plants such as beans and peas. Beans, peas, for we'll call no kidney beans, peas, rajma. These are all comes under legumes. Soya beans. These type of beans and peas are called legumes, children. Okay, children, coming to the next topic, uses of chemicals. The fifth stage in agriculture is after irrigation process. The irrigation process will take place, not it doesn't stop. Sowing will stop, plowing will stop, but irrigation doesn't stop because we keep watering the plants frequently. Coming to the fifth one, use of chemicals. The crops are separated with chemicals called sprayed with chemicals called pesticides. To protect them from pests like mice, farmers place scarecrows in the fields to frighten away the birds. The fields are also fenced to protect them from grazing animals. Here children, why they use chemicals? Why they use chemicals in the sense the crop may attack with some of the insects, worms. Crop has many threats, children. We also is a threat for them. If you find a crop or if you find a very ripened mango tree with ripened fruits, what you'll do? You'll immediately go there and pluck one mango and you'll eat. But what a farmer will think, actually he deserves it, right? He only sowed the plant, he only is watering the plant, but we oftenly go there and we pluck it out. So, that's why crops have many threats, children, like mice, snakes, pigs. These all will attack. For that sake, to protect from insects, they will spray pesticide. A pesticide, for example, in our house also we use a pesticide called HIT. You may also hit at your houses. We'll use for cockroaches and for mosquitoes' sake. That is also one of the pesticide we use against insects. And coming for the birds also will eat grains. To protect from birds, they will keep a scarecrow. If Ravi, you have a doubt, just you can chat me and you can ask me, Ravi. Your phone will be unmuted because if we unmute the phone, the remaining children will have a disturbance. So you can use a more option, you can chat it, okay? If any students have the doubts, please chat it. I don't know what I'm listening class, I will not. Sai, I'll keep a notes for you. You just don't worry about it. I'll keep a pic for you. Okay. Okay. So that's why they use chemicals like pesticides to avoid insects. And for the birds' sake, what they'll do is a scarecrow, means dishti bomma will say. Will keep a scarecrow that they'll assume that there is a man and birds won't come. And we can see fencing at all around the crop because to protect it from cows, grazing animals are nothing but animals which eat leaves, leaf eaten animals are just like rabbits, deers. Most oftenly we see goat, sheep, buffaloes, cows. These all comes under the grazing animals. To protect from them, they will have a fencing. Sixth one, coming to the harvest and storage. The sixth stage is harvest and children, many of you are asking, send me also notes, ma'am. I'll send notes for everyone, children. In the group, in the past, I have sent you the notes of science first lesson starting And social full lesson notes, complete lesson notes I have sent you. In the similar way, I'll send for all. All are my kids and my children. I won't send for any person separately. I'll send notes for all of my kids. And harvest and storage, children, coming to the sixth one, the crops are harvested. That is, they are cut and gathered when ripe. The harvested crop must be stored in a godown carefully to prevent damage to grains and seeds. Harvesting is nothing but kotalu koyatam antam. After the ripening or the completion of the stage, we'll get the crop and we will cut it down and we will store it. That is called as harvesting, children. Cutting of the crop, ripened crop is called as harvesting. And the storage is nothing but the we will store the crop in a godowns. Seventh, the last one is transportation. The stored crop is transported to different places from where it reaches our kitchens. Non-perishable crops such as cereals and pulses can be stored for a longer period and transported later. Perhaps perishable crops such as fruits and vegetables have to be transported quickly. Transportation is also based upon two kinds, children, non-perishable and perishable. Non-perishable crops are nothing but rice, cereals, pulses. They won't get spoiled. If a rice bag in our house is spoiling within a couple of days, children, if we keep the rice bag for about 1 month, it will spoil? No. It will be storing. It can store for about 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. Even rice won't get spoiled, or pulses, cereals, they won't get spoiled until insects attack it. But coming to perishable crops like fruits and vegetables, if we store it for longer than 1 week, they will get rotten and they will spoil. That's why perishable crops will transport it quickly, and non-perishable crops will transported later. This is about the today's class, children. I hope it is in a hurry, even though tomorrow I'll explain it once again. Okay, children? Tomorrow I'll explain once again. See, children, today's task is arrange the following stages of agriculture in order. This is about today's task, children. I'll just post it a pic for you. Okay? Is it okay, children, for you? But I'll keep the notes. Today or tomorrow, I'll definitely keep the notes for you. Someone is asking what is meant by godown. Godown is nothing but, darling, it is a big storage area. It is a big storage area. Whenever we go along to a place like outskirts of a place, you'll find a big and long buildings. Nothing will be there in it. It's just a place which they feel to store it. That is called as a godown, children.